halfway through the order. You know what? Nah, I don't want that. Let me check. I can really piss some people off.
Oh, you be probably getting spit food. You got attitude food a lot.
If I see there's an attitude to begin. Well, first off, the person taking my order shouldn't be fixing my food. Let's start there first.
At Burger King?
Yeah, they shouldn't be fixing my food. And if I see you leave to go back there, then I don't even want that no more.
I popped off on a girl at KFC one time for that.
Oh,
I ordered my food at the window, and she went. It was when they had like the chicken breast fillet, with the famous bowl, and they would just cut it up and put it on top of the famous bowl. This is before they put the popcorn chicken, and they've made the bowl and had it there. And I guess she was supposed to end it by putting the chicken on top. She takes my order. Does all that stuff at the register, goes to get my food. I see her over there cutting up the chicken. Not one time did I see her and go to a hand washing station. Nothing. So, of course, when she came to the window, I was like, did you just put my chicken on my famous bowl and didn't wash your hands? She gonna talk about it's a hand washing station right there. I said, where? And she was like, right there. I said, I didn't see you go to it. She was like, you can't see it. I said, so you telling me if I walk in that store right now, I'll see a hand washing station right there? She said, oh, it's a sanitizer, hand sanitizer. No. That is not enough for you to be touching my chicken.
Funny you say that, because it was a couple years back. This was pre-pandemic, and I went to a Walmart to order some. I think I was getting wings or something. I don't remember, but I walk in. The lady, she's back there on her cell phone, and I have a thing about cell phones because they're cell phones. People do things on their cell phones, nasty things on their cell phones. Don't clean them and sanitize them. They just get up and go with it. So you got your phone, and you put it in your back pocket. So that's where it be at all the time. Asses don't be clean, so your phone by your ass. And you turn to me, scratch your nose, and ask me, how can I help you? I said to her, the nicest possible way I could, first you could wash your hands before you take my order. She got a little attitude in her face. I saw it in her face, but I think she thought about it and was like, yeah, okay, you know what, you got that. I was going to get real. I was going to go back and forth with her because, like, look, you just did all this shit. How would you like it if you came to any establishment I'm working in and I'm fumbling around with my balls or something and turn around and be like, hey, can I help you?
Oh, my God.
No, you ain't going to want me to touch nothing of yours.
You've worked in the food industry, and I work in the food industry, and I take that shit seriously when it comes to, like, me making people's food.
Right.
I do not play around with people's food, but I have seen some shit.
Tell me, I think I told you the story before. The one guy I used to work with in the restaurant, and, the kitchen is hot. And this particular kitchen, the hubs didn't work, so it is extremely hot. And I sweat. And the guy, he sweat too. And his thing is, he'll wipe his face.
With what?
With a paper napkin. Okay. He'll get a napkin, wipe his face, put the napkin down on the cutting board.
Ew.
Continue to do. I'm like, dude, why are you doing some shit? I'm like, I'm not eating the food, but it's just that I know you're serving people. And it could be somebody out there I know. And you're doing this foolishness, dude. Get the bleach water and wipe your station down. And wash your hands. If you wipe your face with your gloves on and just change your gloves. If that's the case, but don't do that. That's just not.
I once well, she was in my assist. Well, she was kind of there to assist with me because the restaurant she was working at, she was another pastry chef at another restaurant that was a sister company to the one I work for, and their company was under renovation, so they just needed to give her hours somewhere else. So she came there working with me. I had to tell them to keep this lady out of my room because one, I didn't see her pick up not a glove. Not one time. I showed her where the gloves were at multiple times, and she just refused to put it on. Then I have my sanitation bucket, and then I also have a soap and water bucket in my room. So my sani bucket is to wipe down my counters after I clean them. Right. My soap and water bucket is to clean my mixer and stuff like that from all the sugar and all that stuff or whatever. And then I sanitize after. Why this girl, she finished with the non-washing of hands, cutting up fruit, which is ready to eat, okay? Fruit that people just open their mouth and put in there. Like, that's it. There's no in between, no heat hitting it, nothing.
Right.
And she's cutting it up barehanded, then proceeds to take a full-on whole bath in my soap and water bucket with the towel.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that when you're using the whole bath in the sense of just her hands, because if she was in there taking a
you
whole
know how I
bath.
am with the American slang. So whole bath don't mean that you just washing up.
Yeah, no, whole bath.
No, I'm saying whole bath specifically means
a whole pussy. Bath is when you
washing
cleaning,
your pussy.
Yeah, you cleaning your ass.
No, I meant she was.
Well, I ain't gonna say your ass, but you cleaning off your private, male or female. You go to the sink. You take your rag, you wet it, you scrub it up, and you go on about your business. That's
no. Okay, no, she didn't take a whole bath. She took a bird bath.
I guess I'll let you have that one.
Okay, she took the towel with the soap water and she washes her hands. Then she proceeds to wipe up her elbow and down.
That's I won't say a whole bath, but
damn near.
Damn near. That's damn near.
Wipe up her elbow and stuff because she got like whipped cream and stuff on her arms and stuff, and then squeezes the towel. And guess what she did next?
Put it back in the bucket?
No. Proceeds to wipe the counter with same towel. I said, hell no. I went to the executive chef and I said, I don't care what y'all do with her, but do not put her in this room no more. Because I cannot work with her. That is nasty. And so he was like, what happened? I just can't. And he was like, what happened? She don't wear gloves and she just took a bath in my bucket.
Okay, not the bath. I mean, yeah, like I said, that's close enough to a whole bath because most men and women, you know, you bust on a butt or on her ass or on her stomach.
You gotta clean up.
Yeah, you just go in there and sink towel. That's about close up a whole-ish bath.
I went up to her and I was like, I don't know where they're going to put you, but you're not going to be working in here anymore. And she's like, what happened? I said, this bucket is not for you to bathe in. And so she was like, huh?
This is not your slut bucket.
I said, you just washed your entire body.
Okay, over-exaggerating. Because you literally just said her hands up to elbow, and now it's the entire body. You know, I probably would have cussed you out right there. First off.
Oh, she wanted to.
I
could see it in her face.
I'm surprised it didn't happen.
It was this. She was like a little older Spanish lady. She was like 52. Yeah, but she's like, I was like, you took off in my bucket, and then you proceeded to take the towel and wipe the counter, and I can't deal with that. I was like, say what you want, but I can't work with someone who does that. And I'm gonna need you to leave. And so she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I won't do that again." And I said, "No, it's okay. I got it. It's okay."
Yeah, I mean, my first ex-wife, I actually had, and she got real pissed with me, but I didn't give a damn. And I chewed her ass out. She was cooking dinner. It was a Sunday. I was watching the game. She cooking dinner, and I just so happened to look over and I see her scratching her ass, and she's going back in the kitchen to continue. I'm like,
What you mean she was scratching her ass?
Like she was
like the outside.
It looked like she was like in the cheek. She was in that cheek a little bit. She was in that in the not fully cracked, but in there. And wash your hands. I don't give a damn. Yeah, we together, but you just scratch your ass. Can you wash your hands before you go in there and fondle with the food?
Did she get mad?
Yeah, she was pissed. Like, really, I'm like, well, shit, you should see how I feel about that. If I was in here scratching my ass cooking, you wouldn't like that. Well, I don't know. Maybe it would have made the other day. That's seasoning. But yeah, I'm like that too. I would never prepare food for somebody doing something like anything, like scratching my hair, scratching behind your ear, especially behind your ear, because
that back air.
Oh man, like you say it's like earring backs. Stuff like that. I can't continue. Even if I was to just like scratch my chin or something like that, I'm gonna wash my hands because I'm feeding somebody, and anything could be on my face. I could have not washed my face or anything,
Yeah.
That's just it's a what's the best word I can say? Fuck it. It's just no. It's not. I'm just saying it's a humble thing to do, because I would expect that from anybody. But then again, when you go in the restaurants, you don't know what they be doing back there. But yeah, I am fully aware of when I do something like even scratch anything. It's just simply wash your hand.
Exactly. I agree 110%.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was our nachos. We gave you a lot of dip on our chip. We rambled a little bit, but that's what we do here. For some reason, when me and him get to talking, we just go off topic.
Because it's always you.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, so that was our nachos. Let's go ahead and jump straight into our pussy positive facts.
Check it to 10. Look, man. If you got a problem, I'm pulling up. Straight. Big booty bitch and I'm pulling on. Tracks. I play with them words, I play with them birds. I'm really that. I'm stating facts. When I'm in the
Facts. That's pussy positive facts. That's facts with a PH. Today we will be talking about leftovers. What are leftovers? Leftovers are surplus foods remaining unconsumed at the end of a meal, which may be put in containers with the intention of eating later. Inedible remains like bones are considered waste, not leftovers. Depending on the situation, the amount of food, the type of food, leftovers may be saved or thrown away. The use of leftovers depend on where the meal was eaten, the preference of the dinner, the local culture. Leftovers from meals at home are often eaten later. This is facilitated by the private environment and convenience of airtight containers and refrigeration. People may eat leftovers directly from the refrigerator, reheat them, or use them as ingredients to make a new dish. At restaurants, uneaten food from meals is sometimes taken by diners for later consumption. In the United States, such food is put in a so-called doggy bag. Yep. Notionally to feed your pets, whether or not it's in actuality. Yeah, so there's leftovers, leftover portions.
And then you have your titty note.
The what?
A titty note.
Tittynope?
Tittynope.
What is a tittynope?
Like little scraps left on your plate, a little scoop of something you can't get. It's a leftover, but nothing that you would probably save to take home.
A tittynope.
Tittynope.
And that's something you say.
I wouldn't say I said, but it's something you said.
Look that up. Tittynope.
Right.
Tittynope. Okay. Tittynope. Word of the day. Tittynope. Titttynope. It's a noun. And it's a small quantity of anything left over. A small quantity of anything left over, whether a few beans on a dinner plate or the dregs at the bottom of a cup. Titty. Nope. Okay. I wouldn't want to be nobody's titty nope.
Well, I mean, depending on what you want to call it. I can drag something across you.
Okay.
You ain't never had nothing dragged across your face. Get this titty nope.
Titty nope.
You didn't drag the titty across a man's face, I'm quite sure.
I don't know if I dragged it.
I mean,
slapped it, maybe.
Brushed it across.
Yeah, grazed the nipple.
Guess you can call that a titty note, a drag. Why not?
Here are 6 ways to prevent wasted food by tackling your leftovers. Don't throw them out. Save them. Whether you're eating at home or at a restaurant, if it's edible, save it. Make them tomorrow's lunch. Reinvent them. Freeze them. Swap them. Prevent them from going bad by placing them in the refrigerator. Maybe portion them out. Leftovers. How do you feel about leftovers?
Can I add something to that?
What?
Depending on what the leftover is, That's a great way to create a whole different meal. You could actually make a pot pie.
Yeah, we said that.